everyone. I'm Yoseline. Welcome back to Pop Off the Clock.
And I'm Brenda. It's good to be back with you all. I feel like we were not here last week. Or were we here last week?
Yeah, we were.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my mind is a complete blank.
It's because after we recorded, you were out for a couple days.
Yes, that's
true. And then you came back, and I was and then this is us being reunited.
That's the confusion, but you're watching season 2, episode 11, and there's some stuff that we gotta go over, especially a very short and sweet girl's brand new tour. I cannot talk today. A short and sweet brand new tour. We're gonna be kind of talking about some of the highlights of Sabrina Carpenter's tour.
And then we're gonna take a dip over to the European side. It was Fashion Week in Paris, Fashion Week in Milan. The celebrities were out and strutting themselves on that runway, some of them even taking a tumble.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that tumble. And then also it is a Latina girl's birthday.
Yes.
Not sure how old she's turning, but she was having a great time in Paris.
Yeah,
we're gonna be,
apparently it was like the party to be at.
I mean, I wasn't there, so I guess it wasn't that much of a party to be at. But we have a whole lot to go over. But before that, let's kind of get into the most important people in this show.
I'm like, us. So how was your 40 weekend?
It was nice. I did a lot of things. I did so many things. I ran out of things to do. I cleaned. I bought groceries. I cooked food. I visited family. I don't know. I hung out with friends. It was a good time. I realized I have, 4 days is a lot of time to take up time. So I also watched the show Tell Me Lies. I caught up on that whole show. Great show, by the way. Tell Me Lies on Hulu. Fantastic.
You know what I should have recommended? The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yes, that's what I meant to watch, honestly.
That's what you needed to watch.
I've been needing to watch that.
Watch it, and then I really want to bring in like a soda bar and have people try like the Utah. You know how they have soda shops there?
Okay.
In Utah? Because most people that live in Utah are Mormon, and Mormons can't have caffeine or alcohol. So their addiction is, not their addiction, but their sweet treat is soda. But there's soda shops where you can put like flavors in your soda and cream, and like it becomes like a slushie. And the girls kind of explore it in one episode, so I really want to try one of those. That's like my goal.
Well, I've been to Utah. I went to a convenience store there once, and yeah, you literally can't get alcohol anywhere. It's just don't go to Utah. That's my only advice.
Why were you in Utah?
I went on a trip last year, and I stayed in Utah.
You're right, all your hiking stuff, but
that was my life.
That was your life?
How was your life?
Well, I was here in town through the weekend, and then I headed to San Antonio for 2 days to go see Rosalia in concert. And if you've been following along, you know that I was obsessed with his album when it came out, and it was so good. It was a birthday gift, and we had so much fun. I thought, I really did take, this is going to be like a road trip. Like, my head was like, we're going to go to San Antonio, we're going to try new restaurants, we're going to enjoy a concert, we're going to enjoy the live music, and then the next day we're going to, take it slow driving back to Laredo. The concert, amazing. He sounds so good live. He's such a musician. He is an artist. Yeah.
Better live or?
Very similar.
Okay.
He sounds very similar to what he sounds like on the album. Our friend Chloe, she went with me, and she's not a fan. She was just there as my +1, but she was like, this is the calmest crowd ever.
Everyone's zenned out.
And I didn't really stand, but everyone was just chill. It was like, yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
It was nice.
Were people standing or sitting for the most part, up and down?
Well, there was a lot of general admission, which was that floor seating, but it was packed. Packed in there.
Yeah, you're saying people were passing out outside.
Yeah, passing out outside. I looked up seat options while I was already in there, just to curiosity, and there was less than 1% availability.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, so
A
it's
lot of
pretty
people
fun.
went to that concert from what I saw.
And it's super, even when we checked into her hotel, the reception, it was just like, are you guys here for the concert? Like, everyone's here for that concert. Like,
Oh,
is it his first
wow.
time here? I'm like,
Was
yeah.
it his first time in
I
San
think in San
Antonio?
Antonio.
Oh, okay. That
The
makes
only
sense.
time I've ever seen him or heard of him coming to Texas is like Austin.
I think Oh yeah, I saw him at I saw him at ACL. The last time I was at ACL. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
see
he's
him. Yeah, no, yeah, I think.
So it was super fun. I loved it. Recommended if he's in a city near you and you like his music.
Yeah, he was pretty good. And also that album is good. So.
Yeah, he has a lot of the old stuff too. So if you're just a fan, that's the place to be. But aside from that, if you're in San Antonio, go to Dumplings and Noodles or Noodles and Dumplings. I don't know what's it called. So good.
Oh, I love
so
some
good.
dumplings.
Like you see them hand make the dumplings and the noodles, and I just love that authentic stuff. So it was really fun, and then I'm back at work.
And then we're back.
We're back for
Well,
this.
I mean, it's a shorter week, so that's the plus side. It's already your all's weekend, so.
Yes, that's what I want. I just want it to wrap up. But yeah, it was a really good week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Work was crazy too. It was just a lot of people.
Yeah, work has been busy, but that's what's going on with us, guys. Now let's get into the lives of celebrities with those headlines. It wasn't as stacked this week.
No, it wasn't, but that's kind of what happens. Summer kind of dies down. Everyone's in, I think, emerging now. Like, they're going back to work. They now have to go to, like, these events like Fashion Week. It's like you're back in the game to be coveted and be relevant. But we're going to start off with, you know, a new couple alert, possibly. Well, things are heating up for Jeremy Allen White and Molly Gordon. The Bear co-stars were spotted locking lips in Los Angeles on Wednesday in photos obtained by People. The two seem to be taking their on-screen romance into real life with their arms wrapped around each other as they embraced and shared a kiss. And it just makes me wonder what happened to Rosalia.
I never really trusted that they had a very serious relationship because I feel like she's very much all over the place, not as in like as a person, but she's all over like the map. And I feel like he's shooting so many things that he's probably like in one place all the time. He also has kids, so he can't really travel the world. I'm actually like not surprised by this pairing because I feel like they had such great chemistry on the show.
You watched the show?
Yeah.
I feel like I asked you. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good show. And they have really good chemistry. I was actually surprised that they didn't have a relationship sooner, but yeah. And he was seen locking lips with her on Rosalia's birthday, which we will kind of get into later on in our topics. But on to some more headlines.
No, I think just going back to that, I think they're a cute pair. They kind of look related, though.
They look related?
Yeah, a little bit.
I guess.
A little bit, but that's the only thing that freaks me out about them.
I love her hair color, though.
I guess. That's her nice hair color. So Lana Del Rey is trading in her summertime sadness for fiance fall, as the singer looks to get married to her boyfriend Jeremy Dufresne. According to, I cannot say this word, it's a parish in clerk of court. It's Lafourche Parish.
Okay.
Which is, parish is Louisiana. It's like a county. That's what they call counties.
Okay.
According to the clerk of court, she has obtained a marriage license with her boyfriend, boat captain, which that kind of went a little viral when people found out that her fiance is a boat captain for alligator tours in Louisiana.
Yeah.
So now there's a record that she has obtained a driver
there was a
marriage license.
There was a photo on Dumois, I think it was from, I don't know when, where you see, it's like a very zoomed in photo of her on the phone and she had a ring on her ring finger. And they were like, oh, have they been engaged this whole time or something? But
She's never been married, right?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think Lana.
Her boyfriend's a little older, but that's a Lana trait. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, if he's a good guy, she has a prenup, why not? I think that means she has 90 days to get married? No.
You get a marriage license?
Yeah, it expires. I want to say like 90 days. No more than 90 days. No way.
They're probably just going to do like a quick thing.
I
probably have like an intimate thing with like their close
Taylor
celebrity
Swift
friends.
and
You know Taylor's going to bring the whole crowd. So she's
Yeah.
probably like, Taylor, do you mind sitting this one out because we want it to be intimate?
Yeah, so some people are, you know, starting their romances and other people are breaking up because there is a big rumor that Austin Butler and Kaya Gerber are no longer together. Well, these rumors surfaced following Kaya's recent appearance at a party alongside SNL cast member Marcelo Hernandez. Photos of Gerber and Hernandez at the event have sparked speculations about the status of her relationship with Butler, as the two were seen enjoying the evening without Butler present.
So the photos, it's not like just them like standing next to each other. It was like them like close to each other,
like whispering each other's ears at the club or whatever event.
But also, then again, if they're at the club, but I don't know, it's been a while. Has it been a while since they've even spotted together?
Yeah.
I feel like it was kind of recent, but I don't know. Things kind of change. Things can change in hours, honestly.
Maybe he's like in character somewhere and like he is preparing.
I just feel like it's the same thing. Like he's booked and busy. So.
But it's also another thing. For me, it's like you don't do things like that. Like if you respect a relationship, you don't do things that could speculate.
Oh,
even though there's nothing
going
nefarious, but it's
there's
just,
no reason to like, spark a conversation like that.
Or be seen out with a guy. Not saying that you can't be out with the guy, but it's also what the heck.
And she hasn't even addressed it, so.
They're also very young. I mean,
no, she is, like, Kaya Gerber is young. I always forget how absolutely, like, I think she's like probably like 24, 25, but she's just been in the public arena since she was like 17. So it's like her name has like more longevity, especially because of her mom.
Yeah.
But Austin Butler, I think he's our age, right? 31?
Yeah, like him. Yeah, because I think Vanessa was a little older than us, and he was younger than her.
And he was younger than her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Other people finalizing their breakup is actors Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan have reached a settlement to finalize their divorce and avoid a forthcoming trial. Well, 6 years after she first filed to end their marriage, I'm like, hold on, marriage. ... And years after both entered their long-term relationships, the couple stipulated at the terms in the court filing Wednesday. That is so crazy to me. And I think it has
6 years.
I think it has to do with him now wanting to marry Zoe Kravitz.
But I'm like, she's already married. How does that, is she not actually married then to that guy? They're married, aren't they? Her and that Steven guy. I'm like, how are you barely getting a divorce if you're already in a second marriage?
No, they have to. Like, no way she's married then.
Pause, guys.
Pause, guys.
We obviously did not look into this before.
I thought she wasn't.
Oh, no, I guess not. I guess they just have a kid together.
Let's see.
No, yeah. Oh, no, it's her partner. It's considered her partner.
Yeah, so she's not officially married to him.
No.
And I'm telling you, it probably has to do with him now wanting to marry Zoe Kravitz.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's probably like, okay, can we just actually like settle this?
I know, like, you file dates in divorces being like, hey, we were officially not a couple at this date for 2 reasons. For financial things, and also for like the whole, like, people can't later say, oh, you cheated on me. Like, well, technically we weren't a couple. But wow, congratulations.
I didn't even, honestly, when I even saw that, I was like, I thought that they've been divorced this whole time, but I guess
so crazy
not.
to me.
And, you know, they're living their happy lives.
That is so crazy. Let's go to some happier news about couples. Okay, we have Olivia Munn and John Mulaney are welcoming their second child. Munn posted a collection of photos on Sunday, including a shot alongside Mulaney holding their new baby, June. Oh, that's such a cute name. The couple welcomed their daughter earlier in the month via surrogate.
Oh, okay. I was like, why do I feel like that just completely came out of left field?
Because I saw the pictures and I'm like, what? I mean, she doesn't bother me, but I'm like, I'll still follow her. I'm like, maybe she's been pregnant. Like, I had no idea.
And I wonder if he's actually going to bring it up for his SNL, like, because he's going to be on SNL, remember, because we listed.
Probably. It has to be. You have to be relevant about what's going on. Like, now you're a father of 2.
I can't believe that they had a second kid. I honestly, like, some of the headlines I saw this week, I was like, what? Where is this coming from?
I think I always say, at least, you know, like, if you're going to be cheating on your wife and leave her for another woman.
Stick to it.
it better be the love of your life.
Yeah.
Because that's some reputation kind of stuff there. But just moving along to other happy couple news. Well, Carl Anthony Towns and his girlfriend Jordan Woods are reportedly moving into a new mansion in Los Angeles, located near Woods' close friend, social media influencer, and reality TV star Kylie Jenner.
Oh, really? I did not read that far in. I read that it was a $14 million like home. Which, what a way to like move in with your,
Okay.
He's an athlete.
I'm like, where did
like
this money
Jordan
come
Woods, like that girl, she had like the redemption story. Like her name was dragged through the mud during that whole era. And she was like, I'm going to do you better. I'm going to get myself an athlete. We're going to get a $14 million home. I'm going to get my friends back. I am on top of the world. Good for you, Jordan Woods. Good for you.
Good for her. I do appreciate that she, I mean, it was horrible and she probably wouldn't want to go through it again, but she really did.
Like, aside from just that red table talk, she's been nothing but classy the whole time, so.
Good for her. She
love
does
Jordan.
not bother me, if that makes sense.
I like her. I like her a lot.
So let's stick around with New York City, because during Charli XCX stop at Madison Square Garden for her co-headlining Sweat Tour with Troye Sivan.
Yeah.
The Von Dutch singer was joined by Lorde during Monday night's performance. In a surprise set, Lorde took the stage to perform their Girl So Confusing remix alongside Charli for the first time. The pair strutted side by side as they sang the pre-chorus. People say we're alike. They say we've got the same hair. It's you and me on the coin in the industry loves to spend. And when we put this to bed, the internet will go crazy. I'm glad I know how you feel. So they've obviously.
I would die for you, Charli.
And then Miss Addison Rae also joined Charli on stage alongside with Spawn for a live debut of her new track, Diet Pepsi, which I love. And to also perform their Von Dutch remix, which also featured fresh production from A.G. Cook.
You could hear Troye Sivan really taking the lead on that Diet Pepsi like singing. Have you seen the videos?
I didn't have the volume up, but I just saw
You just hear Troy like coming in with those lyrics. I'm like, okay, Troy's mic was on for sure.
That is so crazy. I was wondering.
They actually sold out Madison Square Garden, which is it's so good for them.
It's a good like duo. Like, I think I would even go see.
Oh, I wish I had tickets to that. If I would have known like way in advance that they were going to go on tour together, like absolutely yes.
Would you have made the trip to New York?
Why not?
Like, make a good.
Like, if I would have known that they were gonna have Lorde and even Addison Rae, I would have been like, let's do it. We're going to New York. Sorry, Celine. Find somebody else.
We'll Zoom con. I'm just kidding. Reporting live. We'll just report live. But yeah, I bet you that was such a treat for people.
I would have died to have been there. And seeing Addison Rae, that's the only time she'll ever probably be at a sold out. I mean, who knows? Who knows the future of Addison Rae? But she performed, I think, for the first time on like a big stage at a sold out like arena. Like,
she just needs to like commit to the pop star thing. Like, okay, come out with an album now. Like, do performances.
I think she will.
Like, get on it, girl. We like it.
Addison,
I like it.
Now is the time. Strike while the metal is hot,
or something like that.
Something like that.
Okay, we're gonna stick to New York because guess who was spotted out?
Strike while the iron is hot.
Oh yeah, strike while the iron is hot. Did someone tell you?
Oh, no.
Okay.
My thoughts told me.
Yay. Okay, well, over the weekend, Taylor Swift and Gigi Hadid dined at the corner store in Soho, adding more than a bit of cachet to the new restaurant from Catch Hospitality. This is obviously a promo article because they're saying how they're bringing back Catch as a popular
I didn't even know that it was.
Anyway, we're going to talk about their looks. Taylor Swift, abs. Literally in that crop top, abs. Gigi Hadid is giving mom. Chic mom, though.
I always forget that she's a mom.
She's a mom.
I always forget she's
I did see, it was just like a girls' night out in New York, and I just love to see it, even though
I just love the curly hair, Taylor curly hair. I always wanted curly hair.
Because of Taylor?
No. Like, when I was a kid, when I was like a child, I always had straight hair, and I always wanted curly, like the coiled hair. And people are like, "You're crazy," but like I just love the way it looks.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty cool.
It hits different.
She's in her New York vibe right now, so we'll probably see her in the next.
When is she going back on tour? I forget, for the U.S. legs. Remember the legs?
October, I think.
Oh wow, we're already gonna be in October. Did she go to a game, a Chiefs game?
Already, she's already been to 2.
2? Okay.
2 or 3. First was that jean denim.
Yes. So the second one was the T-shirt.
The big T-shirt. Okay, those are the only 2 I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's out there, and
I
mean, once she's done with tour, I think we're gonna. I don't think she's gonna be doing anything for a while.
She's gonna release an album.
Reputation.
Oh, yeah, that's. I think she's gonna release that towards the end of her tour, right? She would probably do that, wouldn't she?
But she still needs debut.
Do you think that would be her last one?
I would think, like, you have to, like, that
debuting a new version of herself.
I don't know.
Debuting Taylor's version.
Maybe Reputation could be, no, it's just
I swear, if Reputation's the last one, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, that's the one I've been waiting for.
No explanation.
Like, I cannot wait for the Vault tracks. Like, the Vault tracks on Reputation are going to be insane.
I can't help but smile when we talk about Reputation, but we're gonna just like
big reputation.
Find herself in a whole tangent if we get into this. But anyway, let's just
that'll be for the episode where that actually comes out.
Let's stick to Taylor Swift, because early in the morning on September 19, Zach Bryan apologized for the tweet that he sent out saying that first it said Eagles are greater than Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
And then Kanye West is greater than Taylor Swift. Of course, he got
the greater symbol.
Yeah. Of course, he's getting backlash now, as he should. And now he is trying to make an excuse for it, saying that he was drunk and said, in quote, "For the record, guys, I wasn't coming for Taylor the other night. I was directly comparing 2 records, and it came out wrong."
It's like, why did you choose violence today? Not even like, okay, yeah, people can talk about whoever, but do you realize the fandom that stands behind Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
I think he even had to like shut down his Twitter page for like a little while, but I'm like, share your opinions, but remember the reaction that you're gonna be getting.
Yeah,
as a result.
Say, like, you have the right of free speech, but
don't get upset
when there's
based on the reaction.
Yeah, there's consequences, guys. There's consequences.
Sorry, Zach.
And that's what he got. He got some hate. And I don't know. I was just saying it's too specific, because, like, how are you going to say I was just comparing records, but why did he bring in the Chiefs? Are you even from Philadelphia?
Is it like score record? I don't know.
No, it's not even. Like, if that was it. Like, I don't think it is.
I don't know, but I'm just like, you woke up and chose violence, and these are the consequences.
His PR team was probably like, you need to stop, right?
They're like, why did you say that? Why did you say that?
But just sticking to music, because if anyone's going to be greater than anyone, it's Lady Gaga.
Yes.
But I'm a little scared about this new announcement for her new album.
It's
called Harley Quinn. It's set to premiere September 27th, which is this weekend.
Today.
Yeah.
Today. Go check your Apple or Spotify.
Yeah, we haven't seen it, so you're not gonna get like. But I'm scared because it's in
it's accompanying the movie.
The movie, which I'm scared, because it's like, is it Lady Gaga singing about Harley Quinn, or is it Harley Quinn's album?
I didn't really think about it like that. Also, is it the soundtrack?
Yes, is it a Lady Gaga?
Like,
I think it's a Lady Gaga album.
Oh, yeah.
Because
maybe based on the emotions of what it was like to be Harley Quinn?
Or is it...
Or the perspective of being Harley Quinn? I actually didn't really put that much thought into it.
No, I'm like stressed about it.
I'm sure it'll be good. I'm just curious, is it gonna be like Lady Gaga Poker Face, or Lady Gaga with tone, like when she would do like the more jazzy type?
Oh yeah.
Or like,
is this Lady
theater.
Gaga album, or is
Shallow's Poker Face? Shallow Poker Face.
Or Joanne, or what's it called?
But also A Star Is Born. She didn't come out with...
So that's what I'm thinking. She was very involved in The Star Is Born, right? Writing songs, but it was very much like, I am the character writing these songs.
Yeah.
Is it like that, or is it just Lady Gaga being inspired by the other projects she's I don't know.
But if it's an accompanying album, like watch the movie and download the album.
You won't get it if you don't watch the movie. Is it a soundtrack to the movie?
I don't know.
But it says Lady Gaga. But when you say Lady Gaga, do you mean because she's a music director to the soundtrack of the movie? Or is it Lady Gaga the artist? There's so many questions.
All answers, we don't know the answers. This is the future now, so you probably know the answers.
Yes.
We will find out the answers next
week
time.
I'm leaving it. We're gonna listen.
We'll listen to it and we'll give you our thoughts.
We'll have to.
Check back.
Yeah,
with
check
us.
back. We'll even be living with it for like a couple days, so we'll really get to absorb that.
I really need to listen to this album now.
Yeah. So, moving on to our next story, we have Jenna Ortega, who is back as Wednesday Addams, with season 2 expected to be streaming on Netflix in 2025. Wednesday was a global phenomenon and one of the most successful series to ever stream on Netflix.
I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I haven't even seen Beetlejuice yet.
Oh my gosh.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's good.
It is?
It is
good.
good.
How did she do?
Good. It's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for season 2.
I hadn't seen
Wednesday.
Beetlejuice, the first one, in like a while, and I started I guess I was very little that I didn't really understand the concept of it. So then recently I'm like, let me watch it. I kind of got freaked out, like just the talking about death and being stuck in some kind of purgatory and just being like really like got in my head, and I'm like, I need to stop. Like, no, I need to stop.
I love scary stuff. I'm really excited for so many good seasons, or so many good things are going to be coming out in 2025. I saw Wednesday, and then today I saw a little trailer for The Last of Us season 2. So I'm excited for 2025.
And then Bridgerton has released set photos.
Yeah.
Which,
oh yes.
I didn't see them.
You didn't see them? I saw them.
Are they good?
I sent them to you on Instagram. I'll let you see them as
First
I
reaction.
describe.
Live
You'll get her. Yeah,
reaction.
you'll get her live reactions to this. Here you go.
Okay.
It's actually as we
okay, I saw
mentioned,
this one,
new
actually.
season of Bridgerton, which they're in the process of filming, it's going to be following the life of what's his name again? Benedict. And
I did see
if
it.
you've
Okay.
heard, if you've heard us speak about the season in our past episodes, we mentioned what the plot line was going to be for this one, which is kind of very Cinderella-y themed.
Yes.
And so the photos that are coming out from the set, you're seeing them in the process of shooting that kind of Cinderella type scene. And it just makes me so excited.
I'm just excited to see it. I just love the Bridgerton
I love
world,
it.
universe.
I love it.
I don't know what you call it, but I'm excited.
I love it. If you can make a Pitbull song sound like incredible, like I cannot wait for the music that they're going to be using, because this summer of pop music, we'll see which song they pick from all of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a good album. I mean, soundtrack.
Yeah.
To the thing. Okay, I'm about to get into the story, which it's very confusing. It's very rant-worthy. There's lots of quotes in it. I just want to say that these quotes are Chappell Roan's.
Okay, I was like, what are we talking about right now?
Chappell Roan's ideas, not mine. Well, during an interview with The Guardian, Chappell said there are problems on both sides when it comes to the Democratic candidate, Vice President Kamala Harris, and the Republican candidate, former President Donald Trump. Quote, I have so many issues with our government in every way, she explained at the time. There are so many things that I would want to change, so I don't feel pressure to endorse anyone. Chappell went on to encourage people to do their own research and make informed decisions. As she added, there's problems on both sides. I encourage people to use their critical thinking skills to use your vote. Vote small, vote for what's going on in your city. And I think she just got a lot of backlash for not endorsing a candidate.
And there is a new video. So during my break right before this, I was on TikTok, and there was a new video that she came out with, basically being like, guys, I'm so tired of us still talking about this. She's like, as I mentioned, actions speak louder than words. Endorsing somebody doesn't mean that you're actually going to vote for them. And she said something along the lines of, like, I'm going to vote for Kamala, but I still disagree with who was being presented before us, and just do your research and stuff like that.
I don't know. I'm just a little like, well, like I'm not taking my voting
advice from I mean,
Chappell,
honestly, for this election season, we just encourage all to do your own research and figure out register to vote. You still have time until October 7th to do so. Read up on everything. If you live in Laredo, there's also things on the local level that you should look up. So, I know celebrities, they kind of use them as a vehicle to push people to vote for certain candidates, but just use their vehicle to just educate yourself on what policies you go for and who you agree with. So
everything she just said, × 2. But yeah, so whatever, Chaperone. I'm actually quite annoyed with her right now.
She's just really like
not okay.
It's like a kind of like the snowball effect.
Like, I like her music, but this makes me worried that the whole like I hate the pressure that comes with being a celebrity. Like, this is
the snowball effect.
And she's just snowballing. So this is a story we've been following along. It deals with Nikki Garcia and Artem
Shavinsky.
Whatever. Well, he will not be prosecuted after his arrest on suspicion of felony domestic violence. Napa County District Attorney announced on Tuesday that her office declined to file criminal charges against the Dancing with the Stars pro in connection to last month's arrest. Artem's attorney is telling TMZ that Artem has maintained his innocence from the beginning. He is grateful that the district attorney accurately assessed what took place and determined he should not be charged. And all I have to say is, what happened?
I know, if I could be a fly on that wall.
Here's another part. He continues that he
tells us what happened.
He enjoys tremendous support from the community and requests privacy for the pending divorce matters. He loves his son, wants the best possible for him, and looks forward to the next chapter as his professional.
Ugh, I want the tea so
his life
bad.
Professionally and as a father, and I want to know what happened. What happened?
What's the tea? Nikki, girl, tell us. We can just off the record.
Okay, this is if we go back to when the incident happened, we know that police were called, and we know that they were like, oh, never mind. But
he was the one that said, wasn't he the one that called it in and then said, never mind?
Never mind. But even when there's a call like that, they still have to go.
Yeah.
When they got there, they were still like, oh, it's fine or whatever, to the point where police... It was enough evidence, visual evidence, for police to
make an arrest.
Which I'm like,
well, if there's enough physical evidence, then the evidence must have been on her.
We always get those calls that there's domestic violence, and I mean, we don't really cover them because it always turns out to be like, oh, nothing, and there's no charges pressed, and it was a he said, she said situations most of the time, not always. So we know what police protocols are, where they're like, well, if she's not pushing or he's not pushing for charges, we can't really do anything. But for there to be
evidence
enough for the police to just take that on, I want, like, what happened?
And I still think it's crazy because I think days prior they were posting about their anniversary and all these things. It's just wild.
It's just wild.
I don't know, this whole Mercury retrograde. I'm just bringing it on that.
I really don't know what.
You never really know what's going on behind closed doors.
And will we ever know what's going on?
No, I don't think with this, it would really probably have to take somebody getting the arrest affidavit, which I'm actually surprised TMZ hasn't obtained yet.
I think they sealed it because it had to do with domestic violence and like a public. But I feel like someone should fight on that. I'm just saying.
I'm really surprised that more details haven't even just come out. So
maybe Napa is a little different. They're very conservative over there.
But also, I can only imagine how many. I mean, it's Napa. I can only imagine how many things celebrities have done that's been like completely buried.
There's not a lot of celebrities there. There's a lot
the
of
Napa in California,
people.
right?
Yeah, Napa County.
That's the only Napa, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought there was one in New York.
Maybe there's one in Florida. I don't know.
Maybe. That name's pretty common.
But it's very like well-off people.
Yeah.
There, like as in conservative.
That's why I'm like, I feel like probably incidents like this have happened, but it's like, they keep it off.
Off the record. Well, something that's not being kept off the record is the tension that's brewing between two of the girly swirlies. Well, Camila Cabello appeared to shade Sabrina Carpenter during a recent performance of Señorita by skipping over the lyric "Taste," the title of her latter's latest single. Cabello performed her and her ex's hit song, Shawn Mendes, during the iHeartRadio Musical Festival last week, but left out the word, leading fans to believe it was a dig at Carpenter, who also dated Mendes. You say we're just friends, but friends don't know the way you taste.
Don't know the way you... I think I saw her do this. I saw the video and it didn't make any sense to me because I just saw her like singing and then she like in a word she just did that. But I'm like, 100%. What does that mean? But now that you explain it, that it makes more sense now.
I think she's just trying to be relevant.
Yeah. If she's trying to, I mean,
girls.
I'm really curious if they had a conversation prior to Taste coming out being like, hey, by the way, you know how
No, I
sometimes
don't
like
think
you're
so.
just like, hey.
I don't think so. I don't think they owe that to each other.
Then I can just only imagine how awkward the VMAs were.
Super awkward. But I think
Super
like
awkward.
I think like VMAs are used to that kind of stuff, so they just kind of like plan it like they don't interact with each other. But sticking with Sabrina Carpenter, Netflix has just announced a nonsense Christmas special with Sabrina Carpenter. It's going to be a holiday variety special to stream exclusively on Netflix on December 6th.
I love me a Christmas variety special. I really liked Casey Musgraves a couple years ago. I never really watched Miley Cyrus's.
I'm trying to
but
think.
I'm assuming it's going to be
watched
maybe something
I hope she
similar.
brings, like, Sabrina was going to have cool people.
I feel like she's going to continue to go with the vibe of her short and sweet, where it's kind of varies like 60s, 70s commercial, like cutesy, demure.
Did you see
mindful.
the video she had at the end of her?
Yes, we'll talk about all about her tour and everything, all those little tidbits, because I'm obsessed.
Okay, so we could just segue into that because we're staying with Sabrina.
Oh yeah, our topics.
Yes.
We're getting into our topics now,
yes.
guys. Our
We
first
could just
topic.
Our first topic is that Miss Sabrina Carpenter has kicked off her short and sweet tour, and we have all the deets for you guys. So 1 month after Sabrina released her 6th studio album, Short and Sweet, which has been one of our faves. She began her tour in Columbus, Ohio on the 23rd of September. The tour is expected to run until the end of November in the U.S. before she makes her way across the pond to do her European leg tour in 2025, which kicks off on March 3rd. And I have seen some videos and some stuff, and it's just like a cutesy, like the theme, the aesthetic. It's like, super cute.
I want to know the budget for this concert because she has like a whole, like the whole movie, the Barbie movie set on that stage. Like basically the set that she had for Coachella, they brought that back. Have like, it's like, I feel like I'm watching a theater like play.
She's such a theater kid at heart, but unfortunately for me, my TikTok has taken me into the dark hole of is she wearing a wig or not during
She has to be.
So a lot of people
because your hair can't be that perfectly coiled forever.
It's like the most perfect hair.
Yeah.
And I think it also protects her hair from any heat damage to having to do it every night. So
because like it is either that or it's hard as a rock because it doesn't it bounces but it doesn't move.
Okay. I hope she's wearing a wig.
I hope so. I mean, it would make sense. Her hair looks fuller, so it would make sense that she was wearing a wig.
Or something,
But all of her, I just really, like you said, the aesthetic, the intro video where it's very like 60s infomercial, even the outro of when they're leaving, and it's like, bye guys, I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
Like I was singing my heart out, whatever. I just think, I just
cute.
love her personality, and I love that she's displaying that for the for her whole arena. I just because it's her first arena tour, right?
That's crazy.
Which is good for her.
What's the closest she'd be in town for us? Austin? Is she even going to be in Austin?
Yes, I think she's going to be in Austin.
That'd be a good.
But I think I always think it's interesting how pop stars go about their tours. So with like, for example, Taylor Swift, she has her whole production. She like kind of dances, but it's mostly a production. With Olivia Rodrigo, it's very much like screaming into a microphone, little dance routines here and there. Whereas hers, it's very like theatrical. It's, doing little dance moves, moving from set to set, like doing all these things. Like, I want to know like how Taylor Swift does those videos of her. I want to see like the Sabrina Carpenter rehearsal of this whole like set.
It also makes me wonder like when she put this all together.
And when does she have the time
to rehearse?
Yes.
Because
I feel like she's just been performing nonstop since the Eras tour. So I'm like, she's like running back and forth. The set pieces moving, like that they have a stand-in. I am genuinely just so curious about this tour. Like every little aspect, they have little, I think in between her costume changes, they do little infomercial things for her song, like the thought.
She's like a true artist, which I want to check. I haven't checked out her merch.
I wanted to buy this like jersey crop top shirt, but I'm like, it says Sabrina. I'm like, I get it, but I'm like, why would I wear that? Secondly, it was like $65, and I'm like, it's half a t-shirt, and it's $65. Like, I love you, but not that much. Some other stuff is cute. I don't know, but some merch just doesn't hit. This one's kind of meh.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a good kickoff. I think there's going to be more.
I'm excited for her. And the fact that this girl has been all over the world in the last 2-3 years because she was, with Taylor on her tour. She's just been like doing festivals. She's doing her tour. Like, what a good time to be Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. I think it's so adorable, the era that she's at. I do wonder if this is just an aesthetic for her current era.
I think so.
Or if she's going to stick to it. Like, it's just who she is.
I don't know, because her other album was a little bit more I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's an aesthetic thing for right now.
So? Okay.
I think it's the aesthetic.
But I'll have to
I also like her costumes. What do you think of her costumes?
I think they're super. I was about to say that. I said only seen a couple, and most of them have been related to her hair.
Yeah.
So I think I just need to sit down and be like, okay.
Like, that's a costume. I keep seeing it on TikTok. Like, that's a costume idea. Like, Sabrina Carpenter, her whole short and sweet type, like, aesthetic.
For Halloween.
The go-go boots, like, wearing, I don't know, like, whatever she wears.
Or whatever, the little... Yeah, sometimes I'm just like, oh.
But yeah, I want to actually, I need to change my For You page so I can see more of her stuff because I haven't been seeing a whole lot of it.
You know what I have been seeing a lot of? L'Oreal Paris Fashion Week, and it's all because of the tumble that happened there. But let's start off. The personal care company hosted the Le Desfile L'Oréal Paris event at the Place of l'Opéra on Monday in Paris, France, with stars including Kendall Jenner, Cara Delevingne, Jane Fonda, and Eva Longoria walking that famous fashion show. The theme of this year's event was Walk Your Worth, which celebrated women's empowerment, inclusion, and sisterhood. You know, two of the major moments from that fashion show, Kendall looked flawless, of course, right?
I don't like her hair color.
I was going to say the blonde hair just makes her stand out, I think.
I don't like it.
I think it washes her out.
I think it washes her out.
You're more like, who's that? And then it's like, oh, it's Kendall. I think, her outfit was good. I think we had two moments that kind of went viral. We had Bethany Frankel was being roasted for her really awkward walk down the runway, which...
It wasn't good. It's like marching. She was marching to the beat of her own drum.
And then we had Miss Belinda take a tumble on, and it's just like...
Carrie Bradshaw moment.
Yeah, it was, she fell, and as she was walking down the runway, but Anita was coming back up, and Anita crossed over and helped her up, and in my head, I'm like, what happened? Like, you have platform loafers on, like...
It wasn't even heels?
They were big, but they were like platforms. They were just like... I don't know. It's so weird. And then a new video has come out of her crying in the back.
That's what I heard right before.
That she was crying to Renata Notini or something like that. She's another Mexican actress. And you could see her like going to, like she's behind a building crying. Like she's just like,
oh I would be in, I think I would cry on the runway. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Whenever I'm like in an embarrassing situation, like my emotions take over. I think I would be literally there like, oh my God, don't look at me.
Like you could tell, I'm not laughing. I have this thing where people fall. I'm like, She looked like she had kind of given up on the ground. Like she was just like, and I think she was going to commit to the bit of like, I'm injured, I twisted my ankle, someone has to come. Like, that's how bad the fall was. It wasn't that I was clumsy, it was just like, I'm literally injured. But then Anita came over and like helped her up, and she was just like, oh, okay, then
I need to watch this video now. I didn't see it. I just heard, I saw pictures of her on the ground, but I didn't see the video of her tumbling.
It's pretty interesting the way the the pictures do exaggerate like a lot. Like she literally just like tripped and fell. But like if you look at the stills of her falling, it's just like, it's just so awkward. And
I hate to laugh at people when they fall because I would hate if somebody laughed at me when I fell. That's why I don't do runways.
What's her name? I can't believe I'm saying this. this actress, I forgot her. She was like consoling her, like on camera, like now, like back inside.
Oh.
Quaylee's mom. Jack, yeah, isn't that her? Margaret.
Oh,
Qualley?
Margaret Qualley. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay.
Her mom was like, "It's okay. Like you're gonna be okay. Like you did what every girl should do. Like when you fall, stand up.
Get yourself back up."
Yeah, and it's just
Who's Belinda? Sorry, guys.
she's you'll see her. She's a Mexican actress, and hold on, let's see. See, she kind of gave up.
Yikes.
Sorry, guys.
This is my live reaction.
Hold on. There we go. So Anita is just like, you know.
Yeah.
And then she kind of just stays there, kind of like,
oh,
what do I do? And then she's helped up.
That was a really quick moment, though. I thought it was a more drawn out thing.
No, it's just like her ankle kind of gave out, but like.
No, yeah, those photos made it look way worse.
But if you look at her shoes, they're just like platform loafers.
She got back. Oh, that's Belinda.
Yeah, oh, from Cheetah Girls.
From Cheetah Girls.
Yes.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah, but I mean.
Dude, I would be crying.
I would be crying too.
My eyes out. Sorry, Belinda.
Sorry. But yeah, that was basically what happened there. There was just a lot of celebrities there. I still don't know how I feel about that specific L'Oreal show. They have it every year. It was one of the plot lines for Keeping Up with the Kardashians the day that they
yes, I was going to say, I feel like we talked about it in season 2, like she did a L'Oreal show not too long ago.
Yeah, it was like under the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
Now, my question is, it's like, it gives me a little cringe when you see like Kendall, you see these like models walking, and then you have Bethany Frankel, which is like not it.
But the thing is if I was a celebrity and they asked me to rock a runway, I would say no.
After Kendall Jenner walked it? Like,
no, like I don't know how to walk. Like even Simone Ashley from Bridgerton, gorgeous girl, literally a model. She can't walk on the runway. She did a decent job for an actress, but like that's embarrassing for me.
Like some people just, because they're the face of L'Oreal internationally, that's why Belinda's like, she's a Mexican.
Oh yeah, like, I'm like, you can't pay me enough. Sorry,
like, just show
contract over.
Like your front row, because you're
Don't make me walk. How dare you?
Yeah, but aside from that, there was
why is L'Oreal even doing fashion show? That's my thing. Like L'Oreal, you don't need to do a fashion show.
You don't.
You don't.
You really don't.
You really
but there was a big party in France and Paris that same week as Fashion Week there. Rosalia's birthday party.
Yes. Yes,
how
it was there.
32.
No way.
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering how old she was.
Rosalia's 32nd birthday made the City of Light shine brighter, given the number of stars in attendance to the singer's Big Bash. This is all reported from TMZ. The Spanish artist's birthday celebration took place in Paris, France on Wednesday at the Hotel Particulier, which sits in the romantic city's Montmartre neighborhood. Rosalia dressed to the nines for her party, stepping out in a chic white top and matching flared skirt carrying a brown fur stole. She said she can't wear, who said you can't wear white after Labor Day? Well, of course, Rosalia's A-list attire made sense as she was surrounded by a number of fashionable faces at her party. You guys ready for this? Kylie Jenner, Kendall Jenner, Gigi Hadid, Irina Shayk, Willow Smith, Stassi, I don't know how to say her last name. It's Karen Stassi Baby.
Yeah.
You know, if you know Stassi Baby. Hunter Schafer, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Hunter
Jordan,
was there?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Ex-girlfriend. Yeah.
Ex-girlfriend. Jordan Woods, Amelia Gray Hamlin, Faye Kadar, Bad Gal, Victoria Villarreal, and I don't know this last name, so you probably, I don't know who this person is. Shut up.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Well, that's Anya Taylor-Joy. But though we do note that Paris Fashion Week likely helped curate this star-studded list, given the fact that most of these celebrities were already in town for the seasonal event. Nonetheless, plenty of stars looked giddy to be out celebrating Rosalia. Kendall and Gigi arrived at the hotel holding onto each other, and then Kendall and Kylie showed up with Jordan.
I love that they're hanging out more.
And that's basically it. That was a big party over there.
I'm not surprised Kylie was there because Kylie and Rosalia, they had that, like, remember when they became, like, besties for, like, a big while?
I always had the theory that she did that because she had a song out with Travis Scott during that time. So I think she was just keeping her friends close and her possible enemies closer.
Oh, well, they seemed friends because she's come out and Keeping Up.
Yeah.
But it looks like a good time. I mean, I would love to turn 32 in Paris. I mean, I would love to be Rosalia too.
You haven't turned 32.
I haven't. I didn't know she was 32.
She looks good.
She looks great. I honestly thought she was probably 29. 29, probably turning 30.
Yeah, me too.
I would see turning 30, but I didn't think 32, but that just makes me feel better about myself.
You can now celebrate 32 in Paris, just like her.
But yeah, those were our topics.
Our topics. We're going to just dive in very quickly into our weekly recap. We are
but there are actually topics within this recap, so it's a double combo.
Yeah, it's Dancing with the Stars. We're going to tell you what's happening. It's a recap of the show, but also a recap of what's happening with
this cast. There's so much happening with this cast. It's actually crazy.
They're so wild. So let me just go over the sub headlines because then we'll tell you guys
what we thought of this episode.
Dances. Yeah, so we have I don't know her last name, but it's Joey's fiance, Joey and Jenna from The Bachelor. Kelsey Anderson is addressing comments of people making about
Joey and Jenna
being too close, which I'm like, absolutely not. Like, Jenna is so respectable.
Her video was so, like, poignant.
Yeah.
Where it was kind of like, guys, can you think about how me and Joey met? He was dating 30 other women, and he picked me. Like, I think I'm good to go.
So she goes on TikTok, and it's just like, people are asking me, like, Kelsey, like, how do you feel about Jenna touching your man like that? Like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, he's touching him because that's her job. Like, she's a professional dancer. They're supposed to dance together. They're supposed to touch. And I mean, there's always been those dating rumors, but I don't think Jenna and Joey even give off that chemistry.
And plus she has Val. Val is like, Jenna's won.
Yeah, so. Jenna's winning on this
Also, one. Kelsey and Joey, like, they're beautiful together. Yeah, like, Kelsey's gorgeous, Joey's gorgeous. Like, they can all be professionals, guys.
Yeah, and then just a side note, Jenna and Val are Emmy nominated. One of their dance routines got nominated for an Emmy for the creative arts ones.
Oh, cool. Good for them.
Season.
I love watching videos of them dance together, like when they do like those little like camps. I don't know, those dance camps.
Me too. Okay, yeah, me too.
You watch those? Okay, that comes out on your For You page. Yeah. Okay, I feel less weird now.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn, I want to dance with somebody like that.
It's intense. You know who dances really well? Like, just like jaw-dropping, Derek Huff and his
his wife.
Haley Berber or Berber, something like that.
Weren't they supposed to have a dance that
next
night?
weekend?
Oh, next week.
Yeah,
I saw them hyping it up, and I was like, I thought that was
tonight. So I'm excited. I might cry because it's her first time back dancing.
It's so sad.
After her surgery. So that's awesome. But she's, dispelling these rumors. But who's only fueling more rumors are Gleb and Brooke Nader. She and Gleb have had this chemistry that everyone's like, such a hot couple. Are you guys dating? They're like, no.
Even like Karina, what's the judge's name?
Oh my God, Ananaba. Carrie Ann Ananaba.
It was so awkward. She was like, so when are y'all gonna kiss? And they're like, what are you talking about?
So there's these videos on TikToks. I don't know who took them. Someone from the
investigative journalism.
They're like out in a mirror. You could tell they're backstage. They're practicing, and they just turn over, and then they just peck each other. And it's just like, we all saw that, which makes me wonder. I'm like, how long have you guys known each other? Like, can you really just like be like that so close? Like, they've only been doing it for like a month. Granted, it's week 2.
Because they meet each other probably a little bit prior.
Yeah.
But then I don't get it because you know how like in the first episode it's like, who's my partner gonna be? Who's my partner gonna be? Well, and then they open the door and then you're just like, oh.
But that's a that's a package.
Yeah, but do they pretend in that, or do they already know who they're gonna get prior to that? Prior to
Someone
them
has
shooting
to
that.
know.
Okay.
Because I feel like who are you?
Because I would assume to add to that time, like the part where they got to meet each other. Plus
I would say
that rest of that
3
time.
weeks before first. What do you say that they know who they are?
A week or two before,
I say
maybe.
3 weeks before the first official.
But even that, you just know that they're a part. You don't actually meet them.
Yeah.
This was an instant connection, guys.
I don't know. It just seems a little like too.
Do you know how old he is?
No, do you?
Yeah.
How?
So I was watching a video where it was like, y'all, this is crazy. Gleb is 41 years old.
Okay, yeah, I believe that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like Val and Max are up there too.
I thought Gleb was like in his 20s.
No, Gleb has been on the show forever. And
Really?
He's been married and divorced like twice.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't recognize him with his short hair.
I thought they with shirt on.
That too. That too. But when I saw his longer hair, I was like, yes, I do remember that phase.
Yeah.
I was surprised, but she's in her 20s. She's 23, 24.
She looks older.
She looks older.
Yeah.
She looks older. Like, they look like they're the same age, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
He looks like he could be in his, she looks like 30 something early.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying. We're like, she looks like she's in her 30s, but then they're like, no, he's 41, she's 20 something. But yeah, they were kissing. Also, I was on TikTok earlier and like Riley and
Steven.
Ezra, is it Ezra?
Oh yeah.
They were doing a video where they were watching a reaction to their package. Everyone's so invested in these two's like relationship.
They were like behind, they're like going, giving kisses. But yeah, I'm invested in it. I want to see how it goes. I mean, there's been rumors of previous seasons have given us rumors, and it really does play into like people voting for them, like Riley and Harry, right?
But Riley actually really did like Harry. He did not, or he was just leading her on.
Yeah, and now they could. I feel like they're a little bit more like, let's play on to this, but
no,
I feel
you don't have to like kiss behind the scenes if you want.
But I don't think you need to kiss behind the scenes.
No, also even when they were off shooting, like there were some behind the scenes moments where they were also kind of like pecking each other.
You know what's funny? That video of them kissing, and it's like obviously like supposed to be like there was other employees there, and they didn't even flinch. They were just like, whatever.
They probably see it all the time.
I know they're making out with everyone. But yeah, another.
Should we get into the episode and then we'll explain that last one?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
okay,
because that'll tell us. It's based off the person eliminated. But so what do you? This week was Oscars week, where they all kind of did a rendition of a song from an Oscar-nominated movie or something related to the Oscars.
I thought it was an interesting. It was the first time they do that theme.
It was a whatever theme, honestly.
Roberts, what's his name? Eric Roberts?
Eric Roberts had the most boring, like...
I think he had the potential for it to be so, like, adorable because he was the only Oscar nominated. It kind of reminded me of, like, how much he did have a career back in the day and, like, he's not there anymore. Aside from that, he's struggling, but I think he's
feel like
likable.
This season is very much inexperienced dancers. You're going to be able to see a transformation from this season. Chandler, though? Oh my God.
That, like, leg.
Like,
she's a dancer. Brandon is so lucky. Like, I'm glad.
I'm so happy for Brandon. So he's finally going to have longevity in this, like, season.
Oh, I won't talk about them, the eliminated, but I wasn't surprised by the people who were eliminated. Or we're going to name them we're going to just
well, do you want to go by...
Oh, yes, okay.
Let's see. Let's go by our review of the dances that were had this week by some of the people. Danny Amendola, he did like a what is that movie called? Top Gun. It was Top Gun. Honestly, I think he has potential. He can get to that point, but I don't think he takes it that seriously yet.
No, I don't think he's.
You could see like he isn't fully committed to it.
He's in that like I'm too cool, but there's always a moment for athletes where it kind of like, well, this is a competition.
Yeah.
Like dive into that. Then we have
Anna Delvey. She literally could care less about this competition.
I don't know, like, why be there? I'm just so
to get the attention from it and the money.
I'm pretty sure there's money
involved.
During her package, Julia Fox came out, and I feel like Julia Fox spoke very nicely of her and very like she was very lucky that Julia Fox said that about her
Because
she
no
was
one-
not portraying anything of
They went into this episode kind of explaining that after the first week's episode, she was getting a lot of backlash. It's just because of her disposition, seeming like she could care less about being there. And, you know, seeing that first episode and hearing some of the people, how they've been waiting years to be on this show, it's kind of like, you know, it feels like you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And people are like, you shouldn't even be on the show.
Yeah,
You were in prison.
Yeah.
You have an ankle monitor.
She was getting a lot of hate, and like, I don't
So they were
feel
like,
bad for her.
in her package, they were trying to get people to sympathize with her. Her goal was for people to see who she really is. I think that she's a beautiful dancer, but she just wasn't taking it seriously.
No, and I felt bad for her partner. It was his first year as a
Yeah,
lead.
Ezra.
And he was probably having to be like, come on, put effort in it, put effort
Yeah.
in it. But yeah.
And he defended her all the time.
Yeah.
So her comment, she was one of the people that was eliminated.
Eliminated at the
And
end.
her comment after when Juliana asks what she's going to learn from this experience.
Or what are you taking away from this
Yeah.
experience? And she said, nothing.
Like, even in his face, he's like, Lord, like, seriously.
Yeah, and then everyone's just like
okay.
I felt like some people, I could tell, because the other people eliminated were Tori Spelling and Pasha. That's her profession,
Yes.
her thing. Pasha's married to Danielle.
Yeah.
When they kind of wrapped up, Danielle was like, looked at Anna, like walking down the street, like kind of like
It's just like she
we
never
care. Like
took
Pasha's
it.
here,
Yeah.
this guy or this girl that he's partnered with.
They
Wants
care.
they care.
Literally, Tori Spelling was like, "I always wanted to do this. I just never know when to do it." She gets eliminated with Anna, and it's
I
just
felt
like
like this, like we
nothing.
all thought, like, oh, this is her second, like Anna's second chance. But I thought it was kind of Tori Spelling's second chance because
Yeah.
she isn't very likable. But she was kind of giving likable. Like people don't really care for her because she's just been like a poster child of like nepotism, right? Like maybe she's a good actress, I don't know, but not that great.
I saw 90210. She
Her
was
husband and
decent.
her just kind of mooched off her name and her thing, and I think she's getting a divorce now. So I feel like it was just like finally she was kind of getting rid
She's
of
had
that.
this like roller coaster life, basically.
But who else?
So it was Anna Delvey who was sent home, and as we mentioned, Tori Spelling.
Joey was
Joey
good.
is gonna get. Oh my gosh, like Joey has so much potential.
Yeah.
Like it was just I agree, like the hands were like awkward. I felt
Yeah.
awkward watching him, but like I felt the chemistry
I
kind
did.
of
I think he has
between
potential,
them.
just like Danny. And then we had. Dwight
I'm gonna say
Howard.
again, I am obsessed with this man. He is so sweet. I love him and Daniela. If you don't follow Dwight Howard on Instagram, do it. He's always gushing about how much he loves being on this show, how much he appreciates Daniela so much, and how much fun he's having. Like, but it's honestly, we'll see how far they go because the height difference.
It's like they still
gonna
have to
be
figure
hard.
out. Yeah. And
They
she's so-
can't. Like they can't be in form ever because he's a giant. He's a giant. I don't know how she's
And they
gonna
tried
do it.
something doing, and then Carrie Ann was like, try something new. And I'm like, oh.
How are you gonna do it? How is she gonna do it? But I'm also like, I know they picked Daniela because she won with what's his name?
Iman.
She won with him. I believe he was a little bit shorter.
Just like, yeah, by like 6.
But like, I think that they picked her because she can rise to the challenge, but maybe pick somebody a little bit taller. Like they could have picked a taller dancer to at least kind of meet.
I think it's gonna have to be a lot of side-by-side dancing.
It's
And that's hard because you could tell the mistakes easier when you're side
But
by
I
side
really
dancing.
think that he is trying so hard, and I really like. I think he was the one that said he's always wanted to be on the show,
Yeah.
and it just. It breaks my heart.
Who do
We already
have?
said
Jason
Chandler. Chandler is probably going to
awesome.
be the winner, or at least top 3. Alana, what did you think of Alana? She did Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
She flipped him, and he flipped her.
Yeah, she wasn't as graceful as I thought she
No.
could be, and I think she messed up in that first flip, and it kind of got in her head.
Yeah.
But I think I just love her, so I want.
I
her
love
to,
her as a person,
Yeah,
and I love all the
so
content that
I
they're
was
shooting.
gonna say I
Like,
need her to stay
That's
there.
basically why they got a lot of these people, is to create more content.
Yeah.
Because they said that actually the first episode of this season was one of the most watched seasons.
He
first
said in a
episode.
very long time. He didn't say how many, but he said in a very long time we've got really good viewership.
So I think she'll go far, but I think it'll just be based on votes,
yeah,
honestly.
she has a good fan base. Brooke.
So Brooks was a little bit better this time around.
Yes.
I feel like she just needs to like, I think if she really focuses in on that, she could really do better. She needs to focus
and like takes it a little bit more serious. I think but now she's distracted with a new boyfriend, so we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes.
Steven, I'm trying to remember his dance. Oh, the red.
The Superman one.
It was good.
He is going to be top 3 for sure.
No, but
and I'm so happy for Riley.
His energy.
He needs to tame it. Yeah, oh, absolutely.
He's
a little too like off the walls.
Yeah.
But anytime that he's given a challenge, he can really, like, he did was it the Paso Doble?
Paso? Yeah, I think so.
Boy, you're going to win another medal.
Who is that? I thought she was getting
She did really good. I was actually surprised how much better. But she has Val. Val is, like, a great teacher.
Yeah.
Val's a great teacher.
Phaedra's good. I think she has, hopefully, the reality TV, like, support the fans.
A lot of reality, like, housewives don't get far, right?
No, but it's because a lot of them don't, like, take it that serious.
Okay, I think that she's going to get pretty far. Eric Roberts,
about him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get very far, but you can see that he's
very likable, but...
Yeah. Tori Spelling, we already discussed. Jen Tran. So the thing with Jen Tran, she was the first one out the gate, and a lot of people were commenting on the fact that her track actually didn't start playing until she already started dancing. So she she went off of it based on like
just your memory of like 1, 2, and I'm pretty sure Sasha was probably.
Sasha posted on Instagram. He was
they were
like
a cute couple.
Okay, so there was this video I saw on TikTok where she was doing the interviews where they get their scores with Julianne, and what's his ex-wife's Emma was in the background watching them, and she like kept giving like weird looks. She commented on the thing like on the TikTok like, haha, that's so funny. Like I don't really care, but Sasha was saying on Instagram how she deserved a better score because of the fact that she went off just literally the beats that they were putting out, so that she actually did better than a lot of people. Because when I was watching it, I was like, wow, she's very off. She's not following the music. But then when they mentioned the fact that the music actually didn't
play on the, like we heard it on TV.
Yeah, but for them themselves in the studio, they didn't hear it. So I'm like, good for Jen. She actually improved a lot more. And with that thing, I do think that they should have probably given her a better score because of the challenge that she had.
And then
Reginald.
Reginald's so adorable.
He's so adorable.
He's becoming a TikTok favorite. He has
yes,
lots
he
of big fan base.
is.
So he's there, and I think he's very likable. I think he'll go far just because
of the votes. I think he's gonna get far from the votes.
And then
I think that's it.
Yeah. So I'm okay with the people who got eliminated this week.
I actually thought Eric Roberts was probably gonna get eliminated, but I think that they're getting the popular votes because of this, like, because of their packages and how they're trying to be more like.
Yeah, it's like this
sensible to people, whereas Anna Delvey, I had a feeling she was probably going to leave.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants
and Tori Spelling, she didn't do very good.
Yeah, pobrecita.
Yeah, but we're watching Dancing with the Stars. I think are they coming out next week?
No.
Not next week. The following week, it's going to be 2 back-to-back episodes, Monday and Tuesday.
Which is good because the closer we get to Halloween, I love the
Halloween episode. Oh my God, my favorite dance forever will be Daniela and Iman Schubert's. The Us one.
Those are great.
It gave me chills.
So yeah, just stick around with us if you want to talk about Dancing with the Stars. We're your girls for that.
Yes, we are. Well, that's pretty much it for our show, guys.
Yes.
We caught you up on everything happening on the week.
Absolutely. Okay, guys.